Hello, Sun in the eighth house today. So, thank you for joining me. And so, basically, Sun is the most important planet, as well as the Moon. And Sun obviously rules the soul for everyone. Wherever the Sun is in your chart, that's where you want to actually have some form of uh, leadership over it, if you like. You want to sort of, you feel as though you're in control there, in a sense. And Sun is obviously an indicator of father, bosses, government, leaders, your vitality. And eighth house is all to do with things that are secrets, your in-laws, chronic disease, transformation and change, taxes and insurance, your longevity, your partner's income, your in-laws, scandals, things like that. And wherever Sun sits, it's quite sunny, and there are no shadows. And this house is obviously a house of secrets, so it's quite an interesting thing, really. And it's a Dushtana house, so if Sun rules your 6th or 12th house and it's in the 8th house, it creates a really nice yoga for you, Raja Yoga, Viprit one. So it can give you money. However, it has got its own sort of issues as well, because obviously it has a longevity, and wherever Sun sits or aspects, it can kind of give you a slight difficulties there. So it could be that you have to look after your longevity, be aware of your father. There could be issues with government or bosses as well, where I guess there's like a power control thing going on. It also can create, because also it's one of the significators of work. So it could be that you work in research, in a secretive job, in psychotherapy, in healing, work with taxation, things like that. It could also mean that there will be some scandal as well. So it could be you or your father as well. Normally, though, I would probably say that it's you've got to be careful, because obviously this is not a house that's good for the Sun, because Sun is really your conscience and your moral code. And so you want to use that to the best possible thing. I'm not saying that people are going to be like that, but I would question somebody who was in power and had this, because they're quite secretive. It's like, and what's going on. So it also means that because it's aspecting your second house, it could be that you can't save money, or earning money at times until you're 30 can be difficult for you. Obviously, it gets better with time, and after 30 things will improve for sure. But generally speaking, it's because it rules, also Sun rules your heart, your physical heart, your bones and skeletal system, also your right eye. So you want to look after those, the health of those. Obviously, this is a Sun that we're talking about that's got no aspects or anything like that. But generally speaking, if it's sitting in Saturn signs, it can give you backache as well. So it's worth knowing that too. These people will do really well to do anything to do with research. So if they do a job, if they do it behind the scenes, it will be amazing. So they could be, as I said, in secretive jobs. They'd be great at research. No stone unturned, basically. Clearly, wherever Sun sits, it will separate us from that. So the person can be quite aloof with in-laws, and also aspects your second house. So it could be the same with your own family as well. And because there is this thing that, wherever Sun is, we want to rule that. We want to be bossy in that house. It's a natural thing. We all do that. So it's worth knowing that, really. And it can also, you want to not do anything impulsively, particularly if it's got anything to do with Mars, because this is like your longevity, and also a house of scandal as well. So you want to be really aware of that. And so it can give you, because obviously it's aspect in your second house of speech, it can give you a very authoritative voice as well. And it's house of also elimination, because Scorpio rules at the anus. So it could be that, you know, you could have because it's a fire planet, it can give you very fast elimination too. But it's certainly very psychic and quite a deep person. It gives you all those Scorpio feelings and the sun. So it could be that somebody that holds on to things a little bit as well. It'll do really well to do yoga and meditation with this. Go really well, because it is one of those moksha houses as well. But these are definitely seekers of truth, 100%. Whether or not they keep it a secret or not is another thing. It depends on the dispositor of that house. And definitely got healing abilities for sure with this. Just trying to make sure I haven't missed anything. There is a bit of a dark side going on with the sun here, so that's why there could be like scandals. And there is a little bit of thing to do. Anything to do with the 8th house can be, you know, underworld as well. And can be quite a manipulative sun. So, and also 8th house could be all to do with, because also aspects the 2nd house, could be addictions too. So, but they will have all these powers, all this energy, that's all this hidden energy about them. So, you know, you don't want to underestimate this. It can be very strong. Put in really good use. They can be fantastic researchers, spies. Any form of thing like that. It depends on the house in terms of in the sign aspects and stuff. But it can if it's worked really well, it can work really well. And what else do I want to tell you? Yeah, so it's important not to be impulsive with this as well, because it's naturally ruled. 8th house is ruled by Mars as well. I think that's about it. So you need to look after your vitality, and just be aware of that, really, because it is the 8th house, and your dad's as well. So you want to look after your dad and be mindful of their health as well. That is the 8th house with the sun. Obviously, wherever sun is, naturally bear in mind, because sun also illuminates there. So if you are doing anything secret, it'll come out. That's it. It's a given. See you on the next video. Thank you very much.